Hi all. So in this video, I am following up with a review of the syllabus for RCP 53, which is your foundational skills course. So this course, Foundational Skills, is our introductory lab course. It's a 1-unit lab, which in a normal semester, it would be each week for 1 unit, you would come into lab for 3 hours. So that being said, this lab is compressed into 8 weeks. So you have essentially 6 hours, because we're doing it's scheduled for 2 days a week, 3 hours each time. So you technically have like 6 hours of lab, and combining that with some homework or whatever else, you can really expect to spend about 7 to 10 hours per week on this class. And so that's the time commitment that I'm talking about. So this lab is compressed. It's going to be a lot of work, but the great part is it's over early. It's only half a semester long. So then after the next half of the semester will be much better for you. And we'll learn basic skills like respiratory assessment, how do you take vital signs, how do you give inhaled medications and things like that. Okay, so those are the things that we're going to cover. And I can talk a little bit more about that in a bit. So that being said, most of this course is online, but we did just receive word that we are approved to come on campus. So I will communicate with you on days that we will be coming on campus for lab, because there are some things that we just cannot do in an online environment. Okay, so if I will be communicating that with you. Okay, and then to continue on with that, for the online portion of this course, it will be asynchronous. Okay, so if I do hold a lab session, live session, I will record it and provide it to you, but otherwise it will be an asynchronous format. Okay, so you can do syllabus in a couple of ways from this main page. The one page is here. Oh, let me get my little laser pointer, which I love. Okay, so I got my little laser pointer. Okay, so you can access syllabus here, and then also from this main page, I have it here to review the syllabus. Okay, so either one. So let's go ahead and look at the syllabus here. So as I mentioned in my other video, I am the instructor for this class, and also Eric Blake, Mr. Blake, is an instructor. So on this syllabus, I have all the information that you need to know. When you scroll down, you're going to see a course summary, and it has all the different dates and due dates of all the different assignments that you have to complete. That being said, please do not just come here and then click and go straight to whatever, because you do not have the information and like the learning materials and the lesson. So as mentioned in my other video, I want you to go through modules to access all of the information so that you get access to the lesson and whatever, okay? And that way you're prepared to complete the assignment. So don't just go here and just click on it. Please don't do that. Okay, back up to the top here. It's me and Mr. Blake. Office hours, we will be around, and you can make online appointments with us. So we don't have like, I will have some set times that I will provide to you, but mostly what I'm going to do is provide what I call floating office hours. And this is that when I'm available, you can just, you know, when I'm available, I'll send an announcement and say like, hey, I'm online, you know, and come on, I'll be online for the next half an hour, for the next hour, or whatever it might be. And then you're welcome to join me. And so you can come in and join me like that. So I'll probably do it like that way. Otherwise, if none of these things work and you need to get a hold of me, please email me. We will set up an appointment and a dedicated time to meet privately. And then in terms of email, this is our email addresses, but please email us through Canvas. And I'm not sure if I talked about this to this class or another class. It's just best if you go through Canvas. I will talk about that in a second. And here's the communication with us. So please, I'm going to go there next and check this out. So if you are going to communicate with us, our preferred way is through Canvas. You have an inbox right here that you can access your Canvas email. Okay, and I'm looking this way because my monitor is there. So you have a Canvas inbox that you can access to send emails, and that's the preferred method. It just keeps a better log of communication, and for accreditation purposes for the program, it's better to have it that way. Okay, so if you send us an email, ideally, if you do have a question about the course, I would ask that you email both Mr. Blake and myself, so that, or in me, so that we can both have it, and then perhaps like whoever is responding, one of us can just get back to you quicker, ideally. That said, Mr. Blake also works at another hospital, so this is not his full-time job. So if you don't hear from him within like 5 minutes, you know, please don't panic. We are going to get back to you. It's just that we have other things going on. So what you can expect is you can expect to hear back from us within 24 to 48 hours, okay? Except over the weekends, we may or may not respond on the weekends. I usually am pretty good about it, but you know, we also have lives and families and everything else as well too. So please, if you send us an email on Saturday morning or on Sunday morning, you should not expect to hear back like in 5 minutes, okay? So we might respond over the weekend, but don't count on it. So please, if it's something time sensitive, set up an appointment to meet with us, or you know, if send us something during the work week so we have that time to try to get back to you. Okay, so if you cannot, if your questions are not answered via, excuse me, if your questions are not answered via Canvas email, then we can set up a live meeting. I'm also going to create a live discussion board, or not a live discussion board, but just a discussion board with a general Q&A. And that way that if you have a question about the content or about the course, you can post it there and I will respond there. And that way maybe like 5 other students have the same question as you, which generally happens, or they're just interested in hearing the answer. You can post it there and we can use that as a way to communicate as well. So that will be coming up. Response time, I talked about it. And then in terms of instructor initiated contact, like what you can expect from us is that we'll post an announcement generally once a week, probably more, like I've been known to communicate quite a bit. So, you know, post announcement weekly about what's happening in the class, or you can use the weekly overview page. For your assignments, I will provide some type of a feedback. And it might just be like, oh, good job or whatever. And I'm just acknowledging that you've done it. So that might be something. But if there's other things, I might provide some more detailed feedback. And so if you get your assignment back, sometimes if you click in the assignment, you will see in Canvas, I'm able to make comments and feedback directly in your assignment. So there'll be like a little bubble pop-up window or something that's right on your document with either a spelling correction or a good job, or this is a great answer, or here's something else you can think about. So like I might provide that. So on your assignments, I would suggest that you like actually click in there and look to see if we've made comments, because we will make comments directly on your document. Also, if I feel like I need to, I will send you a private email. If there's something that I would like to discuss with you privately, I will send you an email. Okay, and so generally speaking, we try to communicate with students quite frequently. So, you know, if you're concerned that you haven't heard from me, then please let me know, and I can definitely, you know, connect and review whatever's of concern. Okay, what we cannot do, what you should not expect from us, is that we cannot fix your computers. We cannot, you know, if Canvas is glitching on you, like there's stuff like that, like we're not IT specialists, so we're not able to help you with those things. But what we could do is direct you to the Canvas and tech support help page, which is right here. Also, there's a help button here, and you can go through here and search the Canvas guides for like almost anything. And I've also Googled stuff on YouTube about Canvas. I mean, there's just the amount of information on Canvas and how to do things in Canvas is insane. Like there's just so much resources out there. So I've been able, by Googling and checking YouTube videos and whatever, I've been able to pretty much find my answer to absolutely everything. And the Canvas guides are also really great. Okay, so that's that piece. Then I'm just gonna go back to the syllabus. Okay, so that was that part. Here are some quick links. So I'm gonna go check the first one. And this is the course information. So these are the program outcomes for the entire program. So by the end of the 2 years, this is what we want you to be able to know. In terms of 53, you're just starting. So these are the basic things that we're going to review in this class, is like, you know, personal protective equipment, oxygen therapy, inhaled aerosol medication therapy, other stuff, okay, patient assessment, things like that. So we're going to do like these basic skills. Here's the course objectives, which are the things that we want you to know by the end of the class. And then in terms of the course content, these are some of the things that we're going to cover. And then student learning outcomes, the things that we want you to be able to do by the end of the class. Okay, back to the syllabus. So here's the textbook and the course schedule. So here are the textbooks that you need to have for this particular class and what we primarily use in this class. And then here is the course schedule. So you'll notice here again, the courses are scheduled currently for Mondays and Thursdays. For right now, they will be online, but we've just received approval, so we will probably be coming on campus at some point, and I will communicate with you on those days. Okay, and so you can just review this on your own. Okay, and if you want, you can go ahead and download this course schedule. Okay, and then go back to my syllabus. I can go click there, or I can just click on this tab. Attendance and drop policy. This is really important. Okay, so this is a short class. This is very much important that you are here and actively participating. Okay, what does that mean, active participation, especially for the first little bit? So if you haven't entered a discussion post, if it's applicable, or if you haven't completed an assignment, or if you haven't emailed me, if you haven't done that, all of those things, that would be acting as an absence from the course. I can also see in Canvas like how much time you've spent in the class and when was your last login, so I can look at that too. But if we haven't seen anything from you within the first 3 days, then you are considered that you're a no-show, and then you'll be dropped. Okay, so that's the big thing. But in the event that later on in the program and you have over a week where you haven't actively participated in the course, then you'll be dropped. Okay, and then here's the link to the student calendar or semester calendars for important dates that you need to be aware of, like last day to drop with a W, last day to drop with no grade of record, all of that kind of stuff. I'm not encouraging anybody to do that. I'm just required to let you know. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the syllabus, or I can click here. So I'll go back to the syllabus. Time commitment, I think I've talked about that already. Let me just make sure that I talked about modules already, all of that. So you can expect to spend, you know, up to 10 hours a week on this class. So like when I said this is a job, this program's a job. Computer requirements, I know that we've provided information on hotspots. So if you have to have a computer, you cannot get through the program on using your cell phone. It's just, I don't think it's going to work. The college is providing hotspots and Chromebooks to students who need them. So if you need that, please check those resources and utilize those resources that are available to you. You have to be able to use Microsoft Word and Adobe Acrobat, I would say, is the biggest thing. And I am going to be using Canvas to talk to you and to tell you things. So you need to be checking the announcements and your emails for like all the time. Okay, and if you need some versions of those programs, I have here Adobe and also OpenOffice. Also, my understanding is that students can get Office 365 for free for a year, I believe. So if you need that, you can go and sign up for it. Okay, student conduct. Just online respect. I have a thing to netiquette in terms of like how you talk to other people. So all caps and lots of exclamation points are considered yelling. So try to refrain from doing that. And just in terms of when we come online for in-face or live class sessions, the best thing is like you can mute yourself when you're not speaking and come in with yourself on mute. Wear headphones to avoid like the feedback from the speakers, and trying to attend in a distraction-free environment if possible. Okay, so we have standards of conduct, and that we also adhere to the Nursing and Allied Health Handbook and Policy Procedure Manual for more information. Okay, so just some of this stuff here. This is a big one that I want to talk to you guys about. Academic integrity. And so I really want to talk about cheating, about plagiarism and all that other stuff. And then this is huge too. So hang on, hang there. The main thing, okay, everything needs to be your own individual original work. You can work with a classmate on something, but whatever you submit has to be in your own words. Okay, and when I say work with another student, I'm talking about like assignments, not quizzes and not exams. Okay, so on assignments, you have to put everything in your own words, even if you work with another student, because let's say somebody else answers this question, you answer that question, whatever, and you submit the same assignment. To me, it looks like cheating. Okay, and if someone else does more work than you, then you're only learning part of the questions and not all the questions. And so I need to hear it from your mouth, how you're explaining the answer to the specific question. So I know that you understand, not that the other person you worked with understands, okay? And so it will appear as cheating, you will get a 0, and you might have disciplinary action, okay? Don't do it, it's not worth it, okay? We're gone beyond prerequisites where, you know, getting the best grade is the thing that you absolutely have to get, because now you're going to start taking care of people, and nobody cares at the end of the day whether you got, you know, an A+ or an A or a B+ or a B. They just want to know if you're a respiratory therapist or not. Did you pass a credentialing exam? Yes or no? Okay, and so they don't give you like, you're just either you're an RT or you're not. Okay, so they don't care about anything else. So I'm trying to, the reason I'm saying that is because I want you to take ownership and accountability of your own learning, and that it's not worth it to work so hard to get here just to get kicked out because you didn't want to submit your own like work, or you decided that you needed help with a few questions on a quiz, okay? We are taking quizzes and exams using Proctorio. And that's where this comes in. This is a tutorial video. You can also find tons of tutorials online. And I'm expecting that you're doing your own work and you're doing this on your own. What I've been planning to do is give you a, hang on one second, hang on. Okay, so I'm hoping that you can still see my, screen here. Am I sharing my screen? I think I'm sharing my screen. So screen 2, share. Okay. And okay, so we are taking, I know I just went on a rant, and let me just finish this part. I think this is where I left off. Okay. You will have a quiz. It'll be open for a week, and you can take it whenever that works for you. Okay. When you take the quiz, you're going to use this Proctorio, which is the online proctoring service that we will be using. This is a tutorial that I want you to watch, and it tells you what to do, and especially what to do in case your computer crashes or something happens like that. You can get back into the quiz, okay? So don't panic. And we are have tons of resources and tons of other online tutorials that you can take. That said, continuing on the cheating thing, if I find out that a student has been sharing with other students that what the quiz questions were, what the answer are, that is cheating. You are going to get a 0, and whoever you shared it with, like everyone's going to get a 0, and you will face disciplinary action. Okay, so again, please utilize and act with the utmost integrity, and it's just not worth it. Okay, it's not worth it for a few points on a quiz. Okay, so those things do end up coming out, and I hear about them, and you'd be surprised. So I will find out at some point, and then the longer it takes, the worse it would be. Okay, so it's just not worth it. I need to let you guys know this all now. If you are wondering if you can work with somebody on something, you can, but it has to be in your own words. Unless we specifically say this is a group assignment, you cannot submit the exact same thing as another student. Okay, so that's important. And I'm done with that now, and I trust everybody, but I have to make my disclaimers, and I've made it, and we're over it. Okay, and then in terms of diversity and support, if you need additional accommodations, you can get some of that. You can find them here. Okay, so please, by all means, if you need extra help, then go ahead and access those resources. Okay, and so we've got them here. And then we have the emergency statement, and, you know, things like, and what to do in event of an emergency. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Assignments and grading. I don't think I covered that, and this is what everybody wants to know. So here's some of the assignments. You will have a lab midterm and a lab final. And we have a midterm, another midterm exam. So it's like more of like a theory-ish kind, and then a more hands-on kind of exam that we will have you do. And then you'll have just the same thing for your final exams. We have lab activities and workbook questions that I really don't nitpick these. Basically, they're easy points to get. You will not, they're super duper easy to get. You just have to do it and do it on time. Okay, and then I generally just give you the full points for doing it. You just have to do it all, and you have to do it thoroughly. That's all. Okay, and then same thing with these clinical skills online. That's that electronic resource that we provide or talked about. And those ones you'll just complete the online skills. We have some e-learning modules for you guys to do. Those are also very easy points to get. You just need to do them and complete them. Okay. So a lot of these assignments that we have are pretty much easy points. Like this one's 40 points, 60 points. So that's 100 points, 115 points that you can get, that all you really need to do is just get it done on time. I'm not going to nitpick. I'm not going to go through each little answer and be like, -1, -1. The oxygen therapy assignment, I will go through more thoroughly, but the rest of these 115 points are easy points. You just need to get it done on time. Okay. For these quizzes or exams, there's no makeups. If I give you a whole week to get it done, you do it whenever it works for you. I'm giving you an entire week, and there's, in my opinion, no reason why you can't get it done in a week. Okay. If you submit things late, it will be 10% per day, and then after about 3 days, I won't give you any credit. Okay. I think that that's everything from the syllabus. And let me know if you have any questions. And I hope you, after seeing this video, you understand kind of what's required of you and what you kind of have to do in the course and how to navigate through the course. Okay, and okay, that's it for me. Let me see if I can stop my share. And great. All right, thank you. Bye.